Итак. Выпуск 5. Параметры. Может еще нечто. Еще чуть-чуть. Ровно. Телефон был. Нифига себе. Так. Так, надо идти повозку, идет вверх, кто-то там. Вот Индра, давай не застревай.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
Смотреть повозку. А это у нас что? Граждан. Может отбиваться.
This one won't be going anywhere anytime soon. This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. Looks like that wagon was loaded with charcoal.
Я хочу его одеть. На самом деле. Что не мучиться?
Someone was wounded here.
Это мы осмотрели.
Looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks.
И покрывал деда. Пошли.
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Буду, что прошлое видео у меня
Blood.
удалилось, что это сейчас. Оставлю осадочку. Какая за улицом у нас?
God be with you. What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you. God be with you.
Боря, ты чё? Ладно, возможно, как-то должно быть. Значит, он у него там. Я ему там ночью поставил. Борис, Борис, Борис. Амуниция хорошая, справедливая. Боря, пуля в зубах.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof
Possibly.
and poisoned the well in Merchoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Не соберите продавать.
Take care now.
Ключ Боря. Поскачем мы. Скачем вот здесь, значит, тоже надо поставить сюда. Здесь что-то это будет.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Oh, well, I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin? Coin I swear.
Ah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Ну что, Ларсик, здравствуй. Сзади, да? Как всегда, лошадь, ты меня подводишь, да? Вылази отсюда. Пожалуйста.
Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn.
лошадь, а? Второй раз и не получается. Уже и поставил я ее в пизду, блядь. Сразу наш кузнецам зайти уже. Не говори, что вы сейчас все спать ляжете. Блин, да что? Надо зайти сюда. Ну, где-то нечто. Открою вопросики, которых не было. Ну, сдрыхнул. И опять ты не туда бежишь, да? Факел надо брать. Факел. Сама. Надо через мост увидеть. Ну куда она меня приведет? И что там такого интересного может быть? По факту я опять не туда ушел, да? Собрание, а тут кожа у нас. Жирник у нас, да, все. Пошли отсюда. На самом деле, пооткрывать бы сундучки мы, подтырить. Открывает дорожку, которая все хорошо ведет. Так. И у нас там бокалейщик нет.
Are you looking for me?
Ладно, пока они все спят, пойдем к Ларсу к нашему. Я не знаю, как запустить. Стоял двор там через мост. Ай, либо. Правильно, да.
Hey, he's here again.
Well, I never.
Так, ладно.
Henry!
Поговорим с этим и сразу мы работаем.
Henry!
I'm glad to see
Ну, офигенный ответ.
Fritz, you're alive.
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard.
Bollocks! Bloody joke.
Tell us what happened.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Ratai that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
No one's interested in two good carpenters in Sasau.
No one.
And we looked everywhere.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
Так, вы мне с вашими заданиями.
And where would they hire you?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they were... Forget about
Бла-бла-бла,
construction.
в шахте
After
всё
Skalitz,
хорошо.
no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa, but who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Ratai and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work? Take care.
Так, у меня вот сейчас все задания. Пир для нищих. Это мы убираем. Павший в лесу. Это у нас удобка. Стоящий друг. И все.
Closing time.
А ты чё это у нас автоматом не вскрываешь замочку? А? Я сейчас всех вас обворую. Но что-то все равно толку нет. Скрыто. Вот это да. Это вы меня, конечно, да. Искусственный вор, я тебе давай бакланить с тобой. Лартик-то наш.
You thought you could hide from me?
If I were hiding, you would not be talking to me now. No doubt you have many questions.
I certainly do.
We will talk. Not here, however. The wolves have ears. Let's meet at the pond after sunset. You'll find me waiting by the big willow tree.
No. You'll say what you have to say right here.
By allen Heiling, you are a brave one. But if you want to know anything, come to the pond after sunset.
Старичок-то давай иди, а я тут собираю вещички на продажу. Ох ты как переодеваешься, ну. Я с войсках служишь, наверное. Посмотрим, нечего говорить, там есть, по-моему. Конечно, можно, если что, вырубить вот тут, но... Просто стебаетесь, да? Что-то еще обнести можно. Вообще спят. Есть же кто-нибудь, да? Да. Договориться легко. Значит легко. Должен сам скрывать. Интересно, он сейчас сразу с ним?
Hey!
Генри, да ты просто у нас вообще медвежатник огонь был. Из факелов чувак уснул сразу. Ну ладно. Разошлись. Шли. Наверное, что уже приперся. Мак возьмем.
So here I am. What do you have to tell me?
I brought you here because I did not want to cause an alarm at the tavern. I'm very sorry, but you made a mistake coming here alone. And it will be your last.
Wait.
You wish to make your peace with God?
Вот это вот корона, что это означает?
You were lucky at our first encounter you had a good horse at hand. But now I see you for what you are. You're old and slow.
There is speed and there is skill. One grows with age as the other decreases. I will take my
Так,
chance.
а это он все наведется.
Well,
Who is that, David?
your match. I think you meant to say.
Do not be so proud.
That doesn't change anything. Now I'll be asking you a couple of questions, and you're gonna.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been
Блядь, неужели я
at the
линию
other
засрал
end
с
of the
ним?
sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished, anyway. Just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed, their wives and children at their sides. But not you, or I. You will end your life in a ditch, with your belly ripped.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radziga Kobılы, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do it...
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobılы, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days, as I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
It's a German city, right?
Correct. A city of great wealth, where there are many merchants. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs, and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept two busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down two, but that bastard Meinhard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Meinhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhard?
He is dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I am not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
You're mistaken. I have many deaths on my conscience. But robbing the dead, that's something I have no stomach for.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does...
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Shouldn't you go with me to see Fafar?
No. I must remain in Sassau.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fafar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Да он мне письмо-то дал или нет? Блять, я, наверное, вот... Даже через лидечко пойдем, да? Не сразу похож, что придется. Ну где-то тормозящий
Don't
меня.
move a finger. Surrender.
Enough!
Got you, you murdering swine. It's jail for you.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't...
Well, I thought...
Все, мы закончили с этим безобразием. Сейчас он проснуться должен у нас будет. Что спать будет? Здрасте. Ёб твою мать, а?
What the hell are you doing? Stop that right now!
Don't move a finger. Surrender.
Kurwa!
Someone reported. You should have thought twice about what you were.
Just my luck. Look, I can't tell you anymore. The fate of the whole empire hangs in...
Ha ha! But that won't help.
Damn it, here's your coin.
You've paid for your crimes. I hope you've looked and spread your arm.
Куда Тобиш делся? Не удалось до... Да, походу. Тобиш свалил. Лоханулся, а? Где он сейчас сидит, Тобиш, этот, блядь? Твою мать, вот это игрался.
Greetings.
Master Fafar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The car...
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau canter mark.
His master's allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. May the Lord watch over you.
Сейчас вы меня отправляете, да. Так, Сазава, и значит здесь я говорю с парным, продам его сейчас. Я могу ему продать. Побыстрее перемещение придумать, но нафига это? Засады на дорогах, пожалуйста, обокрасть либо сдохнуть от заражения. Вот, у нас 8 утра, все хорошо.
Cabbage! Green cabbage! Hit before it goes brown.
Это торговка.
Garlic, carrot, beetroot, onion. All that's moving round fresh. From the woods or from the bed. It all tastes.
Good day to you.
Опять не пришел.
Do you make anything out of copper, master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman, which isn't something you can say about every
What about the monastery blacksmith?
Да, бла-бла-бла, Зах плохой, всем понятно, все, назад. Это лишило какой? Поторговать. Продать. У него 2К. Доспех. Бренд. На 6. Корзина. Сделку на 2000 монет. Да, да. Давай попробуем.
I feel quite hungry.
Купить. Пять с половиной К. Обаяние 6. Нет. Клепанные наплечники. Ну-ка, тут поножи. Я запутаюсь сейчас, если честно, торговаться.
Can we do something about the...
Well, we
2700, давай. Доспех. Обаяние 12. Перчатки охотника. Так, ну у меня обаяние 14, да? Теперь ты давай иди сюда. Не красть, поговорить. Как насчет торговать? 2,7к у тебя. Запомни наручи. Точно комбинезон. Колбаску Аштахани мы не продаем. И что еще я хотел продать? Принять 2,800. Один. Так мне осталось поножи купить и перчатки. Кольчугу на тело. Штаны надо привлекательность бомбить.
Can we do something about the...
Well, we could.
После торговли всегда купить доспех. Ладно, что меня потрандел. Здесь что есть? Так, портной. Разверните и...
Salami, sausages, lard of all kinds, and scraps to make a snack.
Правильно иду? Ну это же Рихтерш.
Good day to you. Good luck to you.
Ебали, где портной? Портной.
Good day to you.
Портной Авросий. Продать. Доспех. Оружие. Кажется, я ему все слил уже. пришлось сапожника найти. Сапожник мы отбегаем и туда идем. Я буду часов 5 играть.
What do you want from...
God bless.
Let's talk about the price.
Well... Finally.
Так, что теперь к мечнику? Да, ну чтоб не багануло, только чтоб не багануло.
G'day.
God bless.
Факел я оставлю. Дуэлянт.
Can we do something about the...
Hi.
Боевым молотом буду палить, да?
May the Lord watch you.
Let's have a word about...
Finally.
Сейчас я их обнесу, блядь, всех тут.
Good day to you.
Any chance of some...
Well, come to think, there is one rather he said.
I see.
Well, but by the time...
And where did the...
He sold them... Can you even
Что он здесь
imagine
про
what
меч
Harry would
говорил,
come
вот
up?
как ладенец, бля.
Are you sure?
Царица
Who else would-
Савская и так далее.
Isn't it a bit...
Пропущу, это
Are you-
неинтересно.
What kind of...
Надо даже проходить-то не буду.
Where can I find...
Like-
I could do with this.
Well,
It does sound very...
excellent.
То есть просто бегать, искать. И больше ничего. Меч, вот он отдал мне меч царицы Савской, да? Мне что не надо. Получается, у нас где-то здесь еще есть. Женец, это вот он, да? Я, блядь, назад иду, да? Я иду назад, конечно же. Конечно же, я иду назад. Блять, я запутался. Вот он тебе сейчас последнему что скажет, я не знаю, смогу я. Я сейчас, наверное, смогу одежду продать, да?
She drowned the fish and broke its neck. She lay down upon the deck.
God be with you. Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Все уже поняли, что он продал. Блять, а там же этот писарь, который должен меня...
What can you tell me about this?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. And then, apart from me...
Tell me more about...
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son,
My father was a black...
Of course, any man...
Can you tell me something...
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for...
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all readers.
What are Zach and Master Otto?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otto's place for him. Except that Otto's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otto every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Я сюда зря пришел, пока тут на постоялом дворе. Вот тут вот. Там этот есть вещи. Я всегда свидание к этим. Идти меня должны были привезти. Блять, это же не здесь, это у этого. Все правильно. Это не важно, как здесь живу. Здесь есть трещинки. Вот он, фрещик.
What else you, sir?
My friend, you're a trader. Help me out here.
Well, I've been there several times myself and come back empty-handed. They fobbed me off 3 times over.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red? Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy...
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
I'll be with you.
My pleasure.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well...
Right up.
Agree?
Coming.
That's not enough.
Чё, охуел, что ли, блядь?
My pleasure.
Маловато.
Aye, that would...
I've only got 2 hands.
For the women!
In good health.
Игрок, сумма.
I'd like something to eat.
Сразу книжки все прочтем.
What do I have to do to get a drink?
Я же книжки воровал. тут, в принципе, мне остается только что поговорить с Обрихом. Поговорю позже. Сейчас мы идем на С. Придется опять чуть-чуть побегать. Все-таки хреново повторно проходить. Раздражает уже многое. Ладно, ты хоть знаешь, куда идти. Сейчас он мне скажет это. Второй этаж. Вроде знаешь, куда. Вроде знаешь, но на самом деле не. Вот он, наш помощник.
Good day to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pocket.
It's not. I'm not.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
God be with you.
На самом деле, я думаю, эти задания, вот то, что вот... Тут есть один местный хер. Это воровать не буду. Где-то он тут работает, то ли живет. Вот где-то вот он. Он находится на 2-м этаже тоже. А он не здесь находится, он там. Он тут находится. Сразу сейчас бегаю наверх. Потом вернусь сюда. Здесь есть Тереза где-то. Ой, это да. Тереза. Но тот мне расскажет Пирапота. Блять, все связано, как ни крути. Но они же не обозначают этих пластин никак.
Why are you just sitting?
Why not? And my people just do not.
Does the name Rapota ring with?
Rapota, you say?
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig.
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapota?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone.
А вот как он рассказывает мне.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapota's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
Так, один пошел, что второй свалит. Почему обаяние 11? Может, он жрать хочет, да нет? Интересно, куда они меня приведут?
Look out!
Хочу, что телефону. Что если тут я где? Это управление бесит меня. Понятно, что. Этих можно ночь дождаться. А там сидит челик, который даст нам сейчас задание, которое на самом деле чисто случайно получил. Я не знаю, что делать, поэтому... не чисто случайно я получил. Он мне сейчас скажет, иди к этому, блядь. Ладно, я пока побегу, потому что к этому, блядь, лучше идти ночью и скрыть там сарай один. Мы там кое-что найдем. Ой, как раз уже заканчивается все. День у нас подходит к концу, это даже замечательно. Решает кучу проблем. Там что у нас была буква С?
God be with you.
Is there anything interesting?
I wouldn't say interesting. More like a pain in the ass. There's some bastard making trouble, and when I catch him, he'll end up with his head on the block.
Good luck to you.
Greetings. What business have you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that
Да,
I'm
ты сидишь перед местным, блядь.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have. But I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. And there's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
Да никто никого не подозревает. Да.
I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Take care.
И вот, по-моему, он меня ты вывел сейчас на него. Да, вот сюда вот он меня вывел. Эти курики поболтать уже сразу. Раз уж так надо, значит надо. Ларсик, Ларсик.
So, what did Master...
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Fafar found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the armor.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Как-то все странно перевернуто, то есть. А, там же сразу висело поговорить с Урихом-то. Ну да, ну да. Если я пошел бы сначала в горы, он бы мне бы дал бы с кем потрандеть. Я бы всех бы их обошел. Дозорный. Это мельник.
Copy with you.
Is there any work here for...
In this day and age, I'm glad I can support myself. May the Lord watch over you.
Кем буду стоять тут? Мне надо залезть вон в ту будку, незаметно. А эти пока здесь, они ни в чем не признаются. Пока можно побегать, все равно надо выполнять. А вот он, работа, наверное. Ну, не похож на того работа. Сейчас он мне скажет про своего подмастерья.
Good day to you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. Where?
Yeah, engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you.
Да.
I'll leave you to your work.
Take care now.
Радости весны. Вдруг услышит. Воровать я пока ничего не буду. Ладно, сейчас пойдем к Флориону, пока здесь ночь не настанет. Сейчас мы быстренько сходим на букву С. Там обсудим все. Здравствуйте, тетя. Четырнадцать. А у меня 16 было. Наверное, потому что я грязный или что-то мне воняет, что ли?
What are you
We're at odds with apprentice Florian.
at odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do?
Where can I find...
He works in the engraver's workshop.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me...
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some...
It sounds like you were close to it.
I loved it. Good luck, then.
Ну, я не знаю, что с купальщицами можно сделать. Обокрасть.
God bless.
А как это вот воспользоваться услугами купальщиц пропало? Ну, блин, никак мне не везет. Вот только хотел, да, помутить, там что-то сделать. Не судьба. Нет, чувак, а вот куда ты идешь? Вот он здесь живет. Работа. Я его нашел.
Good day to you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What?
My name's Henry.
Ладно, попробуем
and
я
I'm making
для него
inquiries for Radziga
выследить.
Kobılы.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the
Он
point
сейчас
then.
будет
All right.
говорить, что у него девушку похитили.
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters.
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything in
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it? That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything. I promise.
So I'm to go searching for her in the...
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything. Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills.
All right.
You're my savior.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
See you later.
Ну, я думаю, сейчас нам придется очень долго скакать. Да, аж вот сюда, вот наверх. Здесь ближе только ровно. На самом деле здесь только стоит будет подняться. Все равно, блядь, я хер знает. На меня местные пидоры могут напасть по этой дороге. Хер, блядь.
Yeah.
На лошади так-то быстрее, это не скоро. Мосты дорожки.
Yeah.
Ладно, поскачем, что ж делать-то? самом деле, если я прямо можно скакать, то... Пёстрая лавка, мигавка точнее. Все равно мне не интересно, что ты там найдешь. Конечно, красиво, я не спорю, но... А вот что, если я сейчас не все правильно не знаю? Должна дорога будет. Наверное. Наверное, одна, потому что мне нужно было бежать по этой, блядь. Так, мне сейчас нужно будет налево уходить. Сюда и в лес. Мне поведет через лес. Прикольно, красиво сделано. В прошлый раз были бандиты, блядь. Бандитов здесь нет. Ну, блядь, еще лучше. На самом деле, вот тут как-то вот показано, да, что я могу сейчас пойти вот по этой дороге. Вот по этой дороге, да? И типа где-то там я как-то заскочу вот в эту гору. Ну вы же, блин. Думаете, что вот я вот иду сейчас, да, вот по этой тропинке, да, якобы я как-то здесь, наверное, смогу, посмотрим, на скакать не нужно. В любом случае я по такому утесу не поднимусь, наверное. Наверное, это вот здесь вот типа, да? Вот он я пришел и... Лошадь, которая готова в кусту переться. Что она еще жрать не просит. Генри, не начинай. А! Это было прикольно. Только иду на эту тёлку для того, чтобы попробовать ее в подмастерье свести. Каковы ее вот, там все такое. Так, работу я уже нашел. Тебя там это, ну. Так, я походу это не то сделал. Блять, я в прошлый раз быстрее нашел. Возможно, здесь. Да. Наверное. Нет, не здесь. Заброшенный дом. Я в прошлый раз намного быстрее нашел, сразу практически.
Is that the best you... Don't beat you!
Нет, ну это разбойник. Разбойник, сидящий в кустах. Да, здесь на самом деле чуть-чуть это осталось, то есть немножко. Из-за моего тупизма. Так что вот они, и я бежал к ним. Вот он бежал к ним.
John, weak at the knees.
Бросай ты тело, он сейчас же тебя же прирежет, блядь, а. На, с одного удара, потому что я не хочу с вами сражаться. Ведьмак здесь бы, наверное, было слишком много бы сундучков.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Генри, тебе пани было мало? Ты уже хочешь всем тут, да, присунуть? Смотри, как ты бежишь там, не стерпешь, да? Кто такой Флориан? Да никто такой дорожки там. Ну... Ладно, заодно что-то с Флорианом все обсудим тогда. К этому, блядь, идти. Просто я, честно, я не могу понять задание вот этого, хотя я и первый раз все прослушивал, но... То есть как тут идет? Ну, Флориан, понятно, нам скажут, где работа. Работа нам скажут, где тот. А зачем нам... Та херня.
My humble greetings.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I...
By telling me all about...
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes. Rapita. And a night they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then...
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work.
Why?
Because we have to
Затем,
lure
что
him
работа
out.
пошел
I have my
за
doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched...
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help. God be with you.
То есть работа, вот, ну... Ну, найду я работу, ну и что, ну вот он.
No, but I'm hoping to change that. It'll only take a moment. I know you buy quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It's...
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That...
So?
Let's... I give up!
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullets.
That doesn't narrow it.
On the eastern side of Skullets Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Proc. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got...
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be...
And how did you come to be so...
I helped him escape from prison.
Да, потому что он захотел тому помочь, это было намного лучше, чем работать на палача.
And it's all the same.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me...
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek...
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian...
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you...
Yes?
I don't want to hang...
Короче, сейчас будет просить прибить его.
Ah, you're not worth tainting my
Я его
sword.
отпускаю. На самом деле, я хочу попробовать еще. Ну, Куриху у меня сразу повезет. Раз время у нас темнеет, я сейчас могу залезть к этому, блядь. Попробовать. На самом деле это просто был бы бой между двумя бронниками. Если я бы уступал за этого Заха против другого бронника, но другой бронник хотел не пробовать, но увы. Тут ничего нету, потому что тут уже лазил везде. Вот в этом месте, вот здесь вот. У него там находится медь. Он постоянно отнекивается. В прошлый раз я случайно грохнул его сына. Он просто упал и не смог встать. Вот здесь вот. Здесь вот. В этом месте вот она.
Copper. And quite a lot of it. I wonder what Zach will have to say about this.
Смотри, заметь, но он все равно говорит, что типа Зах может что-то сказать. Ну, его знает. Что, даст мне что-нибудь? Да. Дал мне починку. самом деле бы... Вот не знаю, нет уже смысла проходить это, да, то есть все уже. Просто... Блять, это...
God save you.
Said he was after.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me.
Not even...
Not even for a... Goodbye.
Ну тут, конечно, стрел, блин. До хера и больше. Это он не пофиг.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well... See now?
How come you're wearing... Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say you're...
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father?
And that copper in your barn? What have you to say about that?
You thieving bastard! What are you doing snooping around our barn? Good luck to you. Oh! Christ!
People, there's a corpse here.
Scared, help! There, someone's been killed!
Hey! You! Don't move a muscle! Surrender! Now I've got you, you shit! You'll be damn sorry for committing... Personally, I'd rather string you up.
Just my luck. Look, I can't...
Well, I thought...
Ну, короче, вот так вот. Сейчас мы отправимся к этому. Это можно было по-другому чуть пройти, но... Я уже разница. Кого идет? Мы взяли часть мяча заодно, все равно. Я туда значит сюда не вернуться больше. Все, я полагаю, нужно только воровать. Они больше не нужны. По прохождению тут все.
I finally found Master Fayfar was right. Before the entrance is on the
Ну и
east,
все, они
no
сейчас
idea.
отправляются вместе. Я перещелкиваю.
Lead on.
Что здесь ничего интересного нету. Здесь по факту только я кинжал все-таки. Бритвы, блядь. А и лук еще поставить надо. Почему-то он никогда не выбирается. И стрела здесь стоит, да? Вот какая здесь стоит стрела? Пробивная у меня была. Улучшенная дальнобойная. Ну и все почему-то щелкивается. Все живет своей жизнью, каждый раз. Кому лучше? Мне или что лучше?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ну, короче, вышли без меня. Такой.
Get over here!
Драться я, как сейчас говорю, с ними я не собираюсь. Это боевка меня не нравится здесь. Сразу говорю. Это будет запись, и потом смотреть. Да, все нечестно. Все здесь нечестно. Абсолютно здесь нечестно. Ну этому с одного удара, да. Меня здесь толком интересует сюжет. Чем закончится? Я долгое время не хотел в нее играть, потому что я знал, что ждет меня. Это у меня всякий бред. Так вот, толкнул разбойника, он упал, валяется, корчится от боли. Так вот я пущать не буду, так я примерно знаю, куда идти. Вот там уже веки, звуки, все. Пришли.
What do you want here? I don't know you. I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radziga Kobılы.
Radziga Kobılы, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
Ежика или ежика.
I got to where I am without anyone else. Doesn't seem like I need any help.
You look capable. I could use a lad like you.
Я походу убил того, что ли?
I don't work with bandits.
By the way, who betrayed me?
It was your lackey.
Rapoda? So we're even at last. He saved me from the gallows once. What have you done with him?
You let small fry go when it's the big fish you're after.
But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobila's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzig? It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Fayfar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
А куда Ларс-то? Он что, сдох там, что ли, в резне? Короче, там по итогу, да, я как обычно застрял. После этого он не хотел отпускать этого ежика.
You should get some rest and go to Rate. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
Ну так вот, а там было два выбора ответа. Либо заболтать его, либо-то угрожать. По-моему, корона еще. Заболтать его не получается. Угрожать. Я не помню, то есть. Когда будет бой, его нужно убивать. Не знаю, как я это пробовал делать. Как оно на самом деле, я честно без понятия. Ну, не. Драться с ними не хочу, мне не интересно. То есть там у нас получается, я одного взял. У нас два бронника и один мечник. Это 3, а четвертый кто? Кто-то четвертый, у кого-то. Можно попозже выживать. Пойти это уделить отдельно, там с Терезой погулять, друзьям помочь, все равно не там, и искать не очень. Сейчас тут будет немножко опять беготни чуть-чуть. Вон, кобыла, блядь. Кобыла ходит там.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir. May I be of service?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Scallots?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may...
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being...
Certainly. Where do I find him?
Where? He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're back.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
I feel quite hungry.
Насколько ты голоден у нас? А капустка-то у нас питательная. Как это? Сейчас нужно бежать к концу поместья к этому бегу, просто тупо взять ключ и потом бежать опять в конец карты, чтобы поговорить с пленником, потом опять идти к кобыле. Сделали все это как-то сделали не очень-то. Ну как есть. Кстати, хоть правильно-то идет. Правильно, что нам сюда надо.
God save you.
Так, здесь я как-то...
I need the key to Yazek's cell.
So Radzik let him have his way in the end.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Так.
Goodbye.
Закончить разговор. И в прошлый раз, когда я искал темницу, я там нашел кое-что интересное. Я хочу это проверить. Правда, меня там первый раз меня поймали и посадили в тюрьму на сутки. Попробуем сделать по-другому чуть-чуть. Сколько я тут бегал, чтобы... Вообще, на самом деле... Маруна.
Get a move on, because you really don't smell. God be with you.
У нас там... Сколько времени сейчас? Время скоро 9. Скоро у них рабочий день. Вот оттуда практически вышла тетка, если я не ошибаюсь. Вот за той дверью бронь, там что-то внизу есть. На самом деле она, наверное, улучшается, потому что что я ему продам? Да, у меня фигово. Платье продал. Торгуемся на 190.
Let's talk about the prop. Satisfied?
We're getting there. Just drop the...
Броник должен скоро уйти. Хочу посмотреть, что внизу, там у меня в прошлый раз не получилось. Что-то он еще не уходит. Подожди 7 часов.
God save you.
Прошу, уже полночь.
What was that noise?
Ну, я понял, это просто был баг, эта дверь была открыта. Ладно, хер с вами. Темница у нас там, а что у него? Генри, как?
I've had enough of your shit. When I said clear off, I meant right now. And that's not all, is it? Don't you worry. We'll be taking all your other crimes into account too. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That'll land you a fat fine.
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep it up, and you'll rue the day you crossed me.
But I was just... You misunderstood me.
Ну иди отсюда.
Who can help? Stop! I need to...
Why?
Orders of his lordship.
For God's sake, don't bother me.
Yeah.
Конечно, прикольно сделали его. Я сейчас обнесу его. В любом случае. Ну, и скажем так, есть баг все равно.
Hey, who's there?
You! Stop right! Are you yanking my pizzle? Picking a lock right under my... It's definitely won't.
Enough. What?
But I was just...
Пошел в жопу, блядь. Ты у меня достали, дайте мне.
What the? What do you want here? Hop it, or I'll call a guard.
Портной, иди в жопу.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle.
Surrender. You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Dear God. Curse it! I'll find Walter.
I yield. Got you at last.
What?
Try that on someone else. It's jail for you, and...
Are you
Aye, right.
Перезагружусь, но обворую его все равно.
What? Idiot. It's jail for
Are you...
Сейчас мы все переиграем точно.
All right, enough.
It's jail.
Look, I'll tell...
Так вот я засрал немножко. Ничего, сейчас переделаем. Там девица в беде, час 59. Ладно. Задание я не буду брать, чтоб... Я обнесу его лавку. Когда хера чего есть прикольного. Подсудим по-другому, мы сейчас это задание выполним. Так, это мы все, мне нужно ежика.
Don't take it that.
Всё хорошо, ответь тебе. Закончить разговор. Да. Как он называется, спасительный шнапс, да? Который сохраняет игру. Здесь наш ежик сидит. Сейчас
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Radzik will keep me alive only as long as it takes to get everything I know out of me. You, on the other hand, gave me certain assurances. So I want to be sure that the secrets my life depends on end up in good hands.
I didn't promise you anything, but I'll see what I can do.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzik? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Опять идем к кобыле.
Show me what you've got to do.
What's going on?
Such a my old.
For God's sake, don't bother me.
Well.
Просто что они ко мне подходят, что им надо? Радзига Кобылы, а ты где? Иди, боже, куда его занесло-то, а? Но он движется. Еще одно интересное место я нашел в этой башне.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else.
Sir, Sir Yezhek went...
My boy,
Чего он недоволен,
I
что
can't say yet what will become of him.
As you command, sir.
Greetings. Goodbye.
Ну, так может быть я уже взял тут задание с чеканной монеты-то, да? Побочное королевское серебро. Я убиваю. Что сохранилось? Сейчас. Сейчас. Идем туда по стеночке. Ждем 2 часов ночи. Ровно в 2 часа. И начнем их играть. В любом случае задание у меня началось, так что будет, если что, будет проще катиться назад. Я хочу вздернуть лавку. Надо после двери, наверное, закрывать за собой и все. Ладно, еще факел нужен, что ли?
I'm sure I heard something.
Как они палят?
What was that noise?
It came from over here.
Who are you? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
What?
What's with you?
Я хочу их обнести.
What was that?
Скривер, сам нервничаем, блядь.
Is someone there?
Hey, is someone there?
Hey!
Бежим отсюда. Вот так, обнесли, сюда перебрались. Надо на ноги одеть. Бадья с водой есть?
What's up? You need some help? Hey!
Ну вот так вот, сейчас мы кормим Генри. Потом у нас двое, что у меня в бою-то появилось там? Так, мы сейчас кормим Генри. Капустой. Молочко. Морковка. И вот так вот. И на этом все. Ну что, ты как съездила? Ну совсем уже, да? Старухочка. Так, вот я сделал все. Здесь я ухожу. И